Hey you guys, it's Peter and welcome to my channel, Peter Likes Books. And I just finished my vlog. I slept all night long. I got a great night's sleep. Don't mind my wild and crazy hair. My darling Jolene Joes that are kicking all over the place. I always name my wild hairs that are like all over the place kicking. Anyway, and I just went and got my pumpkin cream cold brew from Starbucks. So I thought I would do a little BookTube update because I haven't been on BookTube for a while. And I was sitting here and I was thinking, maybe I would do like my want to read for September, but I always do these want to reads and then or to be reads, like, okay, I changed them. So I used to call them, you know, the TBRs for like September TBR of what I'm gonna read for the month. And then I started calling them want to reads. I think I watched them on, oh, I have no idea what his channel is called now, but it used to be Richard's Media Geek. Anyway, he changed it to want to read because he's like, you know, I always put books on my TBR and then I don't end up reading them and whatever. And I did that when I first started BookTube. Like, I would have all these books in my TBR that I wanted to read. I would put like, you know, 10 or 15 books in my TBR and then I would read like one of them, or I would change all of them. So I don't do that as much anymore. But I will say this, as the pool closes this week, I am feeling very fallish. Obviously. I am feeling very Halloween focused. I know. Obviously. So I am ready to start getting into some kind of fallish book. So I was thinking about that today. I was like, what do I want to read this month? Because I have the book club, of which I have not even read the August book. Oh my God, here we go into the dark again. I was having such good light on my videos earlier, so I'll turn around and see if I go back the other way if I get better light. But anyway, I haven't read the August book yet. Everybody said they didn't like it, so blame it on me. I picked the book. I saw, when I looked online, it said it was one of the best true crime books ever, but apparently it's not. So I have to finish that. Now, I will tell you, Mel and I have confirmed that the book club live stream to go over the July book and the August book will be Sunday, September 13th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And apparently people ask her a lot what time zone it is. Eastern Standard Time. So, she put that up on the Facebook, and I think she's put that up on the Goodreads. This person is flashing their lights at you. That means go, Mr. Overhead Door Company. Anyway. People are like up and doing stuff this early in the morning. My Lord, it's 8:38 a.m. I'm like, what is going on? I'm never up this early in the morning. So anyway, I know, can you believe it? So my plan had been last night, I'm trying to finish this audiobook that I've been listening to. It's almost 16 hours long. I was actually just listening to it. It's 15 hours and 46 minutes long. And it's the new Hank Green book. Foolishly Something Endeavor is what it's called, which is the sequel to A Beautiful, I don't know. Anyway, it's the book about the Carls. And so, okay. But the live stream will be Sunday, September 13th at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. What is going on with the light? I'm over it. I was having good light, now I don't. I can't tell if it's gonna be a nice day today or if it's gonna be a cloudy day. Look, it's pretty over here, isn't it? So anyway, you guys, I thought I would read so much this summer, and this summer I just completely failed at reading. And I have to read 50 books between now and the end of the year to reach my Goodreads goal. And you know, March and April and May, I just was like powering through books, or February, March, and April and May, and I was like, I'm not gonna get, I'm not gonna not meet my goal. 50 books is what I said. So I've got to go and figure out some books that I want to read that are shorter. I know, but I'm going to, because I'm going to meet my goal. I actually wanted to read all of the Witch's Sister books by Phyllis Reynolds Naylor, and these were books that I read when I was a kid. I read like the first two, and I thought there were only 3 in the series. There's The Witch's Sister, and then there's Witch's Water, and then there's The Witch herself. Well, when I was growing up, there were like 150 pages. It's about this girl who thinks that her sister is a witch, and that, like, the neighbor lady is, like, teaching, like, the old neighbor lady up the street is a witch, and she's teaching her sister how to be a witch. But anyway, so when I was a kid, I read these books, like, I don't know, 4th or 5th grade, something like that, and I never finished them, and I always wanted to finish them, right? So a couple years ago, I bought them all on, like, Thrift Books, or, I don't know, some, like, site like that. There's 7 of them in this series, and I didn't even know that, and I bought all 7 of them. So they're really short, so I'm kind of wanting to read that series. Plus, I don't know if besides Truly Devious, I've ever, like, completely read an entire series. Which Truly Devious by Maureen Johnson is a great series if you haven't read it. And to be able to read them back to back to back would be, like, so much fun, because they kind of pick up right where they left off. By the way, I just want to say this, if you don't watch my vlog, if you guys are anybody that loves Becky Albertalli or the Simon whole verse, you know, I guess we call it the Simon verse, I just the other day watched Love, Victor on Hulu. I thought there were some things that were problematic about it, but overall, I was highly impressed with it. I really didn't know what to think of it. It is really like a family show, honestly. And one of the things, it feels very, I will say this, okay, although I don't think it has a lot to do, it's supposed, so, if you saw Love, Simon, the movie, which is based on Becky Albertalli's book, Simon versus the Homo Sapiens Agenda, it's very similar to that. Like, same town, same school, but different backstory. And Simon's journey is very different than Victor's journey. One of the things I loved about it is that the family in the show is Colombian, and my husband is Venezuelan. And I think that one of the things that is not talked enough about in pop culture, and by that I mean, like, books and TV shows and movies, is really the question of sexuality within the Latino community. And it is a huge issue. And I think it was really important, and it was that it's done in the show, and the way that they do it, I just was really impressed with how they wove it through the thing. The other thing I will say is this, is like, one of the things, I didn't really realize it. Now, Becky Albertalli didn't, I don't think, have anything to do with this show, but I do think that, the people that helped make the movie are the same people that helped make Love, Victor, and, one of the things I realized I liked, that I guess I didn't really realize in seeing Love, Victor, is, first of all, I was in line forever at Starbucks, and I'm looking at Dunkin' Donuts, and their line is really long, too. This is why I don't get up early, there's no point. But anyway, I thought my husband would text me and say he had left for work, but he hasn't yet, so, but today is one of his late days that he goes into work late. I love the idea that, I'm gonna get my sunglasses out, actually, because it's starting to get kind of sunny. I love the idea that we, like in shows, can talk about sexuality without it having to be, like, the main focus, always, of the show. Like, because it is definitely, I would say, a main issue in the show, obviously. I mean, the show's about that, kind of. But it's about so many other things as well. And I love the way that it all weaves it together, because, you know, like, when I was in high school, and I was struggling with my sexuality and the idea of coming out, which I look back on that and I never consciously thought to myself, like, I don't really, like, remember a whole lot. Like, when people talk about their coming out stories, and I've done videos talking about my coming out story and stuff like that, it didn't seem like, we didn't have YouTube. We didn't have YouTube videos where people were doing coming out videos, you know? We didn't have books and TV shows about it. So, it wasn't, I mean, if we had a TV show about it, it was like Sally Jesse Raphael or Geraldo or Donahue, you know, people come out to their families. It was stuff like that. So, like, I never really consciously had this idea of, like, well, this is what I need to do. And, like, you know, one of the things is, like, there are so many great young adult books now that address these issues. Had I had that when I was in high school, like, I would have felt so comforted by that and, like, not so all alone. But I also think that one of the things that's important about the show Love, Victor is that it also reinforces this idea. There are a lot of young people, and older people too, but this show is just focusing on younger people who are coming out whose families are not okay with it. It talks a lot about that in the show from different points of view and how it changes family relationships. You know, we think that, like, just because it's 2020 that everybody's family is, like, immediately okay with it, but that's just not the case. And, you know, one of the things I didn't even realize until I came out was that, and I don't even know that I got it until years later, was that families have their own coming out process, you know? And there was a new book by Meredith Rousseau that I wanted to read. She was the one that wrote If I Was Your Girl, which was such a fantastic book I read a couple years ago. Maybe I'll go to Barnes & Noble today and see if I can find that book. I also need to stop at Walgreens and get my neighbor a gift card for her Kindle because it was her birthday and I wanted to get her something for her birthday. But so anyway, go check out Love, Victor. Let me know what you think. If you've seen it already, put it in the comment section below. It got picked up for a second season, so it will be coming back. I literally watched the entire show in 2 days. And the first night, I watched 10 episodes. No, I watched 8 episodes back to back. And then the next night, I watched the last 2 episodes. It's really that easy to watch. It's pretty good. And I don't know what else I don't know what I'm gonna watch now. Oh. Well, hello. Okay. I have, I read this is another book that I read that is on Hulu. What's the book about? Reese Witherspoon's in it. Why can't I think of what it's called? Little Fires Everywhere. Which I liked the book. I didn't love the book, but I liked it. But I heard the show was good, so I think I'm going to watch that. I also want to watch Big Little Lies, because I haven't watched the second season of that. I think my husband did. And then I am also trying to attempt to read Sharp Objects again, because I'd like to watch that show on HBO. So Sharp Objects is one of the books that I want to read this month. That would be on my TBR for TBR to be read, want to read, WTR, whatever. Sharp Objects would be another one. And then I think I want to read The Raven Boys by Maggie Stiefvater. You know, a couple years ago I read All the Crooked Saints, and is that what it was called? And I loved it. And that was my first Maggie Stiefvater book. And I'd heard so much about her for years, and I've been wanting to read The Raven Boys for years. That might be my next book that I listen to on Audible. I know that I need to listen to the true crime book, but I think I might just go right into the Maggie Stiefvater book and read it, because it's not long on Audible. It's like 8 or 9 hours. 10 hours, I think, and I might listen to that, and just because then I could, like, maybe try to read that whole series this fall. I like reading series. I never thought I would say that. Like, I'm starting to really like series. I also want to read that Pierce Brown book, which I don't know what it's called, but it's the first one. You know, the books that all look the same by Pierce Brown, and I know people love it. It's so many people's favorite books, and I want to read the first one and see what I think of it. I'm not really like a science fiction person, but there's been a couple of science fiction books that I read that I really, really liked. The newest one, I can't remember what it was called. I think it's the newest one by the guy that wrote, I want to say his name's Adam something, but I'm wrong. I think I'm wrong. But by the guy that wrote The Martian. It was about the moon, and it was kind of reminded me of Blade Runner a little bit. I really, really liked that book. I thought that book was so fantastic. So I'd like to try some more kind of like science fiction that's not like, why can't I remember what that book is called by Pierce Brown? That's another one on my TBR for this month. And then the Witch's Sister books, I want to start those. I need to honestly read like 10 or 12 books this month, which is totally doable, but I have to get them done if I'm gonna, I like really have to like push myself if I'm gonna do it. Because if I do it, then that would be like 60 books, and then that would leave me October, November, December to read, you know. I'd have to read like 12 or 14 books each month. Oh my God. Which is like, at the same time, you know, it sounds like a lot, but it's like, I mean, people are like, why do you push yourself so hard? I have for so long wanted to read 100 books a month, like, or 100 books in a year. That has been my goal. And this is like the one goal that I really want to do this year. But the other thing is, there's so many fantastic books out there to be introduced to, you know, and characters to read about and worlds to read about, that it just really, really excites me. So, yeah, so, you know, I really want to push myself to do that. I would recommend the Hank Green books if you haven't read them. It's another series, you know, obviously it's on the second book. But the first one is called A Beautiful, I don't know, the titles are real long. But they're good, they're really, really good. They're kind of science fiction-y, but not really. They're basically social commentary on pop culture and social media. It's very, very interesting, especially coming from Hank Green, who is one of, you know, his brother John Green, who wrote, you know, Fault in Our Stars and Turtles All the Way Down and The Abundance of Catherines and all this kind of stuff. Oh, I wanted to give a shout out too. The other day I found this booktuber. Oh shoot, I can't remember what his name is now. Like he and his partner literally have an entire room dedicated to their bookshelves, and they like have, like, he's done like bookshelf tours on his channel and stuff. Oh, I think it's called like Book Even or Book Break Even or something like that. Anyway, I can't remember. I'll find out and let you guys know in my next little book vlog. So that's where I'm at. That's what's going on with me right now. I'm gonna try to do more of these vlogs. I'm also gonna do some tag videos this month because I miss just sitting down and doing the tag videos. August was, I hardly uploaded at all on my Booktube channel, so I don't love when YouTubers get on their videos and they're like, I'm so sorry that I've been gone for so long. So I am, though, because I know that people look forward to the book videos on this channel, and I love making videos on this channel. I just haven't had a whole lot to talk about, so I feel like if I don't have a lot to talk about, why should I get on and just, you know, I don't know, unless you guys enjoy it. I love just vlogging and talking about books. I could do this literally every day and talk about books. So let me know what you think if you enjoy these vlogs, like of me just randomly talking about books. The thing is that when I get into my vlog at night, I start talking a lot about books, and then people are like, well, you should just do book vlogs about this. And I was like, yeah, they're probably right. I probably should, right? So I want to start maybe doing more of that, which is what I said. And then I was doing it for a while, and then I kind of fell off of doing that. So I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. Listen, have a pumpkin cold cream brew kind of day. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. If I say I'll see you tomorrow, then I'll feel like I have to make a video tomorrow, and then I'll be like, you know, I'll come back every day to see you guys and talk a little bit more about some stuff. Maybe tomorrow I can come back and talk about having finished the Hank Green book, and I can actually tell you what the title is, because then I'll know it. A foolishly something endeavor. A foolishly creative, a foolishly funny. I don't know. Anyway, I'll come back tomorrow and let you guys know about the booktuber that I found, and I will let you know about the Hank Green books, and I'll have the titles for you as well. I love you guys, and I'll see you then. Bye.